Hey, how's it going? It's Rocky. Welcome to the Diaries of an Average Futures Trader, where I go through a trading recap on both my real account and the existing Apex EVAL account that I am going through. Right now it is Thursday, August 17th, year 2023, about 15 minutes since the market has closed. So with this segment, I usually first go through what's going on with the news, and if we can see here, all major indexes are red. Dow is down 300 points, which is what I normally trade. S&P 500 tried to, keep its head above water, but ended up being down 0.7%, and the Nasdaq led the way at negative 1.17%. A lot of this could be attributed to just the yields popping, real estate interests going up, and then the economic data on the jobs report, where there's less people taking any unemployment. So that means it's a strong jobs market. On top of course, the FOMC meeting minutes that was released a couple of days ago with the folks at the Fed looking at a possible more upgrades, or rather increase to the Fed rates in the future. So that's what's going on with the market. I personally am hoping that it's just a little reaction to the minutes, but we shall see how it actually reacts for the actual, as it goes the next few weeks. But with the performance, unfortunately, with my real money, since I've been long on it, the MYM lost $3,800 today. PL Open is now at negative $8,115. So that's a bit unfortunate. I've been neglecting this account. I know I should have maybe just closed it since I wasn't paying attention to it. And then with the YM, I could have actively traded a lot of the dips today, because that's what I used to short, but I did not. But it is what it is. Right now, I've actually been just focused on my EVAL account. So on Apex, as I mentioned in the previous content, I've been trading that, and let me just go through the Apex website really quickly here. Oops, not this one. Apex EVAL. The homepage of the Apex EVAL account, and then I just wanted to go through the accounts that I signed up for. So I signed up for this 50K full account, and with that one, it has a profit goal of $3,000 with a trailing threshold of 2,500. So that's one that I signed up for, and I was able to pass that yesterday. I hit that profit goal, and I'll show you the actual numbers later. However, I need to trade it for 7 straight days before I can move from an eval to an actual PA account, which is a performance account. The other account that I signed up for was the 100K static account, and again, I did those two because I wanted to see which account worked well with the way I traded, and thankfully it's going well so far. So again, I signed up for this 100K static account. With this one, the goal is a lot less at $2,000, and the difference is the drawdown is static, which I kind of like. The only downside from it that I don't quite like is that you're only limited to two E-minis. But it is what it is, and there's a pros and cons for each one of those. It's really just figuring out which works for you. So I'll bring up NinjaTrader so I'm using NinjaTrader and Tradeovate to do the evals, but all my analysis are being done on Thinkorswim because that's what I'm familiar with. So let's make this a little bigger. So give me a second. Okay, so let's just get rid of all of this real quick, and let me zoom in to this one. Let's see. Let's use the other one. Okay, this should be better. All right, there you go. So the first two accounts here is the one I mentioned. This is the 100K static account with a 2,000 profit goal, and happy that I did meet that. It's now at 102,024. I'm still trading it because I need to do the 7 days, so total PNL on that today is 464. The next account is the 50K account with a profit goal of 3,000. So we did hit that because we're now at 53,918. today, P&L of 464 as well. So with those two, I hit the goal, and now it's just fulfilling the 7 days straight of trading without failing, right? So I'll do my best to keep that above water. And last night I decided to open 2 more accounts. So it's day 1 of the same 2 accounts, and you can see here we had a P&L on that account number 3 of 596, and then the account number 4 1192. So it's kind of nice that on the EVAL accounts I'm doing well, but it's not real money. So it's a little frustrating in a sense, because with my real money I am losing money on it. And of course, I'm sure it's more of interest to you how it's like what trades I actually took. So I will show that here. And pardon me, because again, I don't trade with the chart from CR's from the Ninja Trader and the Tradeovate. However, I at least wanted to show you this, and I'm still trying to figure out. I don't even know how to zoom into this section, so you just have to bear with me. So this is the one trade I took last night around 8:50 p.m. Pacific Coast. You can see there's 4 groups here, and again, sorry if let's see, let me see if I could do this. All right, I can actually do this, zoom in a little bit from OBS so you can see it. So this is where, well, right there, so that's better. Okay, so this is where I bought around 8:50 or so in the morning, in the evening. And you can see there's 4 groups there because there were 4 accounts. I'm using a trade copier, but psychologically I'm only looking at it as if I'm just buying one contract of E-mini. And then I could have taken a profit here, but I was watching the 1 hour, so I had to basically keep myself positive psychologically on this dip. Something I don't recommend, something I don't even like to do. However, it's all part of the plan because I'm sizing it correctly, so if such occur, I'm able to buy a bit more. So you can see the first one I bought at 34,867, and then here I bought again at 34,827. So our average at that point was about 34,847 if I did the math right, and later on was able to exit at 34,894. So my profit goal is at least 20 points on the YM. And of course, if there's room for it to run, I let it run by placing a trading stop, which I finally figured out how to do just recently on these new applications, the Tradeovate and the Ninja Trader. So that was the one trade that I took. The other trade that I took was just, let's see. All right, so the other trade that I took was towards end of power hour today. I decided to just trade 3 of the accounts. Again, it's hard to see from these charts because again, I'm using Thinkorswim, my usual charts with the 5-minute and the tick base, and that's what decides my entry and exit. For this one, just 3 of the groups I decided to trade, just one contract, and the entry was 34,562, and then we exited that at 34,589. So consistent still with the minimum 20 points, and that's how we ended up with the profit that I was showing today of this amount. And yeah, so that's my little content for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully you're doing well on the eval. I'll try to do this daily until I hit day number 7. So at that day number 7, when I get the news that I'm on the PA account, then that's great. And then after that point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch it to my usual weekly, where I'll just do an update, and hopefully by then when I'm doing the update, it's on the performance account, which is the actual real money, where if I do well, I get to keep the first $25,000, and then after that it would be a 90-10 split with Apex. All right, thank you for tuning on to my content. I appreciate your time, and I will see you on the next one. All right, y'all have a good one.